Are the Mongols descendants of Huns, and how different are they from modern Turkic people? Yes, the Mongols are the descendants of the ancient Hunnic peoples, and the Turks are also descendants of the ancient Hunnic peoples. So ethnically, there is some relationship between the Turks and the Mongols. Before, like I said, before the Turks became Muslims, they practiced the same cultures that the Mongols practice today. So there were elements of Tengrism and elements of Buddhism, and the Huns who invaded India also integrated into Indian society and practiced Hinduism and Buddhism as and when it spread in India. So in today's world, the Turks are very different from the Mongols. First of all, if you look at the Turkish people, they look like Europeans. They do not look like the Mongols at all, even though their own ancestors were Central Asians, right? So what happened was that when the ancestors of today's Turks conquered what is now Turkey, but what was then known as Anatolia, what they did was they had this practice called bride kidnapping. So it is a practice in which a young man, if he wants to marry, has to prove his bravery by sneaking into the camp of a rival tribe or confederation, abducting a young girl, and successfully bringing her back to his own tribe. So that was a test of strength. That was a test of whether you are uh, you have reached your manhood and whether you have the right to get married or not. So this is an ancient Turkic practice. It was also practiced throughout the Islamic world because the Turks became Muslims and they conquered most of the Islamic world. So when they conquered Anatolia, which is now Turkey, most of it, Anatolia was essentially a Greek land. It has been populated by Greeks for around 3,000 years. So what they did was they practiced their custom of bride kidnapping on the local women. And slowly over the years, these Turks started to look like Europeans. And today they look entirely like Europeans. They don't look like the original Turks at all. So today's Turks are ethnically Europeans. They're ethnically Greeks and Armenians, right? And they practice some elements of the old Turkic culture, especially the Turkish language, and they practice Islam. So their culture is very different from the culture of the Mongolian people today. Their ethnicity is totally different. They are now ethnically European, and their language has some relationship with the modern Mongolian language.